No matter what level you are, make sure that you're trying to be consistent. So I think that's a key online is to be consistent, put out your content, because once you're consistent, people will start looking out for your content.
Hi all, welcome to Engati CX. I am Drishti Shah from the Engati team, and today we have the pleasure of welcoming Chris West to our interview series. I would like to begin with just a quick intro of Engati. Engati is the world's leading multilingual no-code chatbot platform, available across 14 channels with 30,000 bots created across 186 countries in every domain and use case. Engati has also been recognized as a top platform by IMC.com, Tech World, CIO, and many others. We run the Engati blog, video channel, and the Engati CX podcast, receiving upwards of 300,000 visitors daily. And now for our guest, Chris West is the founder and president of LR Training Solutions, a corporate training company based in Houston, Texas. Chris was awarded as a Nido Cuban Scholarship by the National Speakers Association for his MBA. Clients bring Chris in as an opening keynote speaker and seminar leader on digital marketing. His talks have been presented to teams in Germany, Canada, and the UK. Chris is an influential board member of organizations such as the Black NSA, American Marketing Association, San Antonio. He has also been in the list of top 50 Black entrepreneurs and professionals in Texas DMARS. So hi, Chris. We are really happy to have you on Engati.
How you doing? Doing good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So starting with the first question that we have for you is that with your expertise in digital marketing, what are the basics that businesses need to keep in mind in order to create an everlasting impression?
Yeah, when it comes to digital marketing, my experience is graduated with a marketing degree, and then I got a job at Google as a marketing specialist, where I was part of a team that went across the country, United States, and trained small business owners on how to grow online. And so then I learned how it's important to first have a basic web presence. So when people type in some words that are related to your brand, you want your website to come up first. So a lot of small businesses, they think that because their brand name comes up first on Google, when they type in the name of their business, they're on Google. In reality, you got to think about, what about the people that don't know who your brand is? What about the people that are just searching for general services? Like if they're searching for a person that makes clothes in your country, in your city, they're not going to type in the name of your business. So you want to make sure that you come up first on Google when people are typing in the actual product or service names. And so in general, that's one thing. And two, you want to make sure that you are focusing on different areas within digital marketing. Some people only focus on Facebook, or some people only focus on Instagram. But in reality, you want to focus on different channels. You want to focus on SEO. You want to think about, how can pay-per-click help my business, and how can social media help my business? So you want to all make sure it all works together. And that's why I wrote the book, my digital marketing book. That's why I wrote it. It has different channels that are in digital marketing. So
Absolutely. I think the first point that should be the most basic thing, because the website that people come to, that represents your company when you are not there online. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, exactly. Having a website too. Yeah, some people, they say they're going to forget having a website and they're just going to be on social media, but that's not a good idea. You definitely want to have a basic website, at least a few pages, and because that website is what's going to bring you traffic when people use Google, Bing, and Yahoo, or the search engines. And the content you put on that website is really important.
Right, absolutely. So, how do you think businesses will evolve after this pandemic? How will digital marketing change?
Well, I think it's definitely going to grow, because all the stuff that's going on right now, I feel like it really forced businesses to rethink their business model and to rethink their strategy online as well. So they're learning more that you need to have more revenue streams, and you need to be able to provide your service in different ways. So for example, if you're used to doing all your service in person, now everybody is quickly learning you have to be able to do your services online. So I really think it's going to be a growth point for some businesses that remain open, because they're going to gain new skills and they're going to gain new ability to reach more customers as well. And I feel like that's going to be like a long-term benefit, because now after this is over, guess what? They're going to have different ways to make money in their business. So I definitely think it's a kind of a good thing in at the end of the day.
Yeah, it is going to help definitely. Digital marketing has prospered more or evolved more, but yeah, it will be helpful. So governments are relaxing lockdowns to some extent, but most people are still at home and getting more time on screens than they were before in the lockdown. So how should businesses set up their digital marketing game to connect with them?
Okay, to connect with them, I would say thinking about video. So, for example, uh, last month I saw something interesting. I saw that one thing was trending, and I used a tool called Google Trends to see what people are typing in. And I did a search. I said, how many people are searching for yoga studio? And then I typed in online yoga studio to figure out if what's trending more. It turns out the words online yoga studio was a huge trend in the last couple of months. So that tells me that these yoga studios are either have to make courses online, or they have to do some type of online uh, lesson that they can teach people. And I'm seeing that more often, whether it's YouTube or it's your own website. Think about how can you reach your customers online. And a lot of people are getting creative, because that's what people are forced to get creative, because that's the way you can reach it. Even even musicians, what they're doing is they're trying to hold concerts with on IG Live, Instagram Live, or on their website, any ways to grow their presence. And it might not even be that they are trying to make money from that event, but guess what? If they do events like that online, those same people, they're going to be purchasing their products. So just like this music, you're saying that people are doing events and concerts, they're going to end up purchasing their products online after they see that event. And that happens a lot of times. So I think overall, just thinking about how can you transition online for the time being, and remember that the skills that you learn right now, you keep using those when things get back to normal and people aren't on lockdown anymore.
Yeah. That tip that you shared, actually, that's very good. Then you can search about what things are trending, and then maybe you can align your content that way. That's it. It's a great help. Yeah.
Yeah. They're definitely a good tool. Google Trends, it kind of gives you an idea of what to put on your content. So, and just don't think about what is trending at the moment. What's going on at the moment? Maybe it's a holiday in your city or country. Maybe it's a holiday during the end of the year, the beginning of the year, New Year's. All those things are good for content when it comes to social media. That's what everybody's talking about at the moment. And if you talk about what everybody's talking about, you're going to get more engagement. And same thing with Google Trends. If you want to see what is being searched for, and put that content on your website and promote those services.
Yeah. That's a really good tip. Thank you, Chris. So, how will AI and automation be a game changer in this new world, and how will it uh, help set oneself apart from the competition?
I think it's really useful. I mean, you're seeing some new technologies that are coming out that I feel like people want to be aware, like the AI technology, voice searches. Let's take, for example, voice searching. People are using all these tools and new technology right now. You got to be ahead of it and think about, hey, what are people typing in, but not also what people are typing in, but what are people saying? So what are people use? How do they speak? Because people speak a little bit differently than how they write, right? So now it used to be what people write, but now it's going to be what are people saying? What kind of word structure they use? And so what some people that are advanced are doing is they are researching what's being said, and then they're putting that kind of content on their website and on their social media, because when people are using these tools like the voice searches, their website's going to come up eventually. And same thing with like automation. You got to just be aware of how that's going to change your specific industry. So I mean, there's so many different types of industries out there. Like for example, restaurants. Some of them they're doing some automation within their restaurants. So you just have to prepare for that and just be on the side that makes the profit or the revenue, if you will. Because of course, whenever there's new technology, AI, automation, that means companies might lay off people because they're going to get benefits from the automation. But you can still, as a business person or a website or a marketing manager, whatever position you have, you can still take advantage of this and make it positive for your organization. So all it takes is being ahead and not waiting till the last minute to make those changes.
Yeah. But I just had a question that is like somebody who is doing a text search versus a voice search. So, how does it change the SERPs? Like, what are the basis on SERP changes for those?
So for those, I would say the basic changes. Let's just say that I was typing in restaurants in San Antonio, Texas, in Google. So I'll probably type in that whole word. I would type in restaurants in San Antonio, and I might put TX, like it stands for Texas, right?
Right.
But if I'm talking, I might just ask Siri, or I might just ask Alexa, restaurants near me, restaurants in Texas, restaurants San Antonio, Texas. Because my voice, I'm willing to put more thought and more time into my voice because I'm not physically writing it. So I would say it's a little bit, the words are a little bit longer tail as far as what they call a long tail. That's what I recommend. So it's just thinking about how you talk, and just don't think about you specifically, but think about your customer. Because a lot of times we, as marketers, we think about what we like. In reality, it's not always what we like, it's what our customers like and what our customers do. So that's what I definitely recommend.
Yeah, that is actually helpful. So the basic difference would be how do we talk and the risk coming in that.
Yeah, definitely.
So, concluding, do you have any other thoughts that you would like to share with our audience?
Just in general, where no matter what level you are, make sure that you're trying to be consistent. So I think that's a key online, is to be consistent, put out your content, because once you're consistent, people will start looking out for your content. They'll start looking out if it's every day or if it's a couple of days a week. They're going to be expecting you to provide these new pictures, videos, or blogs, or whatever you're doing. So I think that's the major step you want to take. And yeah, so definitely. And also my book goes over many different chapters, digital marketing for results. It's pretty much goes over all the chapters of digital marketing, all the kind of areas. But yeah, definitely reach out.
Thank you so much, Chris, for giving us your time. I think the insights were valuable, and the tips that you have shared with us, our audience, and also us, will be implementing them. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks for having me.
So we'll be back with a new episode with a brand new expert soon. So stay tuned. See you around for the next one.